There's a hidden side to couponing that stores rarely acknowledge, and most shoppers don't even realize they're using. In 2025, expired coupon tricks aren't just urban legends. They're part of an unspoken routine played out in supermarkets and big box chains across the country. Everyone's seen it. A coupon that's a week, a month, sometimes even a year past its date, and somehow it slides right through at checkout. The secret? Cashiers aren't always eager to stop you, and the systems aren't as foolproof as you'd think. Behind the scenes, there's a quiet understanding between shoppers and store staff. Official rules might say expired coupons are worthless, but the reality at the register is a lot more complicated, and honestly, a lot more interesting. Some cashiers scan coupons automatically, barely glancing at the date. Others spot an expired offer and make a split-second decision, let it go, or risk a confrontation with a customer who just wants to save a few bucks. It turns out, the way coupons work in 2025 is less about strict enforcement and more about the daily chaos of retail life. Loopholes, overlooked barcodes, digital glitches, and overwhelmed staff all play a role in letting dead deals live on. For shoppers who know where to look, it means there are still plenty of ways to score a discount, even after the fine print says your time is up. But how do these tricks actually work? And why do cashiers sometimes look the other way? The real answers might surprise you, and once you know them, you'll never look at checkout the same way again. Most shoppers think expiration dates are set in stone, but the real gatekeeper is the barcode on the coupon itself. In most stores, the register doesn't actually read the date printed in tiny letters. It only reads the string of numbers in the barcode. If the system recognizes that code, the discount goes through. It doesn't matter if the coupon expired last week or last year. The register doesn't care. It's a simple flaw, but one that happens every single day in stores across the country. Cashiers know this trick all too well. Some admit they've watched customers confidently hand over a stack of coupons, half of them out of date, and the machine accepts every single one. There's no alarm, no red light, no manager rushing over, just a quiet beep and a few more dollars off the total. And unless the cashier is specifically trained to check dates, something that rarely happens when the line is long, most will just let it slide. What's really surprising is how often this loophole is left open on purpose. Some store chains update their systems only once every few months, meaning old barcodes can linger and keep working long after they're supposed to be dead. Other times, corporate knows about the glitch, but doesn't see enough loss to justify a crackdown. For savvy shoppers, this means the barcode, not the expiration date, holds all the power. And as long as that barcode is still alive in the system, expired coupons have a habit of coming back to life. But the barcode loophole is just the beginning. There are other reasons expired coupons sneak past the gatekeepers, and some of them are hiding in plain sight. What most people don't realize is that for many big stores, expired doesn't always mean done. There's a secret grace period built into how chains process coupons, often a few days, sometimes even a couple of weeks after the printed expiration date. Why? Because companies know that strict cutoffs frustrate customers, clog up customer service lines, and can even cost them loyal shoppers. To avoid turning a simple shopping trip into a public argument, many managers quietly tell cashiers to accept recently expired coupons, no questions asked. This hidden window is rarely advertised, and you won't find it in any official policy. Instead, it's passed along in break rooms, whispered during training, or just learned on the job. Some employees admit that unless a coupon is months out of date, they'll scan it anyway, especially if the customer is polite or seems unaware. For corporate, it's a small price to pay for keeping shoppers happy and lines moving fast. The result? Shoppers who know about these grace periods can stretch their savings long after most people think their coupons are trash. And while this unofficial policy keeps customers coming back, it's not the only behind-the-scenes secret at play. There are even bigger differences in how manufacturer and store coupons get handled when they're past their prime. Not all expired coupons are treated the same at checkout. And the difference usually comes down to who's actually footing the bill. Manufacturer coupons. Those printed by big brands like Procter & Gamble, Kellogg's, or Colgate are often accepted long after their expiration date. Why? Because stores send these coupons back to the manufacturer for reimbursement, and the companies behind them tend to be far more forgiving about dates than most shoppers realize. As long as the barcode scans and the product matches, plenty of cashiers will let it slide, knowing that the store won't lose out either way. Store coupons, on the other hand, are a whole different story. These are the discounts put out by the store itself, and the expiration date is enforced much more strictly. The register system usually flags them right away, instantly blocking the deal if the coupon is even a day out of date. That's because with store coupons, every cent comes directly off the store's bottom line, so they have no incentive to be generous. Many cashiers admit they feel a lot less pressure to scrutinize manufacturer coupons. If it scans and matches the product, they'll look the other way. But with store coupons, even the friendliest employee can't override the system. That's why you'll often see shoppers getting away with expired toothpaste or cereal deals, but not a store-branded milk discount. But the paper trail doesn't end there. Digital coupons have their own quirks, and sometimes those expired offers stick around long after you think they're gone. Digital coupons may look high-tech, but they're not immune to old-fashioned glitches and delays. Many shoppers assume that once a coupon expires in their app, it's gone for good. But in reality, store systems aren't always synced up in real time. Sometimes, a digital offer will stick around in the system for days after the official end date, giving savvy shoppers a hidden window to score unexpected savings. Here's how it happens. Some retail apps and store registers rely on overnight updates or only refresh their databases a few times a week. If you load a digital coupon just before it's set to expire, there's a good chance it'll remain active in your account or in the register's memory for a little while longer. In other cases, tech hiccups or server lag keep the deal alive far past its intended death date. This behind-the-scenes delay is rarely talked about, but cashiers and seasoned shoppers know it well. Some even plan their shopping trips to hit right after big sales events, hoping the digital deals are still floating around in the system. Others take screenshots of their clipped offers, ready to show the cashier if a question comes up, knowing that the proof sometimes gets a tired nod and a manual discount. For those willing to test the waters, expired digital coupons are often more forgiving than the official policies suggest. But the digital loophole is just one part of the puzzle. The reality at the register is shaped as much by human behavior as it is by technology, and that's where the overwhelmed cashier comes in. The chaos of a busy checkout lane can turn even the most diligent cashier into an unwitting ally for savvy couponers. When the line is backed up, phones are ringing, and customers are growing impatient, cashiers have to make split-second decisions. Pausing to inspect every coupon for an expiration date simply isn't practical. In these moments, most employees will scan the coupon, hope for a quick beep, and move on, especially if it keeps the line moving and avoids unnecessary drama. This isn't just laziness, it's a survival tactic. Retail workers juggle dozens of tasks at once, and slowing down to scrutinize coupons could mean angry customers and a longer wait for everyone. Many cashiers quietly admit they're far more likely to overlook expired coupons during a rush, especially if the customer seems friendly or the difference is just a few days. It's not unusual for staff to adopt an unspoken pick your battles philosophy. Rejecting a coupon might mean dealing with complaints or having to call a manager, while letting one expired slip by usually costs the store less than a single bad review. Some managers even encourage this approach behind closed doors, recognizing that a little flexibility keeps tempers cool and repeat business coming. But when a customer does push back, or if the expiration date is way past its prime, the next line of defense isn't the cashier, it's customer service. And that's where the override game begins. Sometimes the register spits out a hard no, and there's no hiding the fact that a coupon is expired. That's when things get interesting. Many stores empower their customer service desk or even floor managers to override the system and approve expired coupons if it keeps the peace. They're not just being generous, they're following a calculated business strategy. A few lost dollars are nothing compared to a loud, frustrated customer or a negative review spreading online. Seasoned shoppers know how to use this to their advantage. Instead of arguing, they stay calm and politely ask for a manager when a coupon is declined. More often than not, managers will scan the situation, weigh the cost of refusing against the risk of upsetting a regular, and simply override the system. Sometimes, they'll even apply a generic discount code just to move things along. This unspoken policy isn't about breaking rules, it's about bending them for customer satisfaction. Stores would rather see a small discount walk out the door than watch a scene unfold at the checkout. But this flexibility only goes so far. For shoppers, the trick is knowing when to push and when to let it go, because not every expired coupon gets a free pass. Still, there's one more gray area. Some coupons barely show their expiration date at all, or don't have one printed. That's a whole different loophole, and it's hiding in plain sight. Not all coupons make it easy to spot their expiration date. Some print it in tiny letters, hide it on the back, or skip it entirely. These mysterious offers are a goldmine for careful shoppers and a headache for busy cashiers. If there's no visible date, most employees won't waste time searching. Instead, they scan it, and as long as the register accepts it, the discount usually goes through without a hitch. Some brands actually do this on purpose, quietly leaving expiration dates off certain coupons to encourage more redemptions. Other times, it's just sloppy printing or a deliberate design choice to keep things vague. Either way, the result is the same. If a cashier can't quickly spot an expiration, they'll often accept the coupon, especially if the line is moving fast or the customer is polite. There are even well-known products, often from smaller brands or local promotions, where expiration dates are rarely enforced if they exist at all. In these cases, stores may have an unofficial policy to just take the coupon unless it's clearly fraudulent or grossly out of date. Shoppers who collect these types of coupons know to keep them handy, ready to use when an opportunity appears. But when it comes to maximizing savings, some of the boldest moves happen when shoppers stack their deals, even mixing expired coupons with current offers. This wild west of stacking isn't just a myth, and it's where the most determined couponers find their biggest wins. Stacking coupons, combining more than one offer on a single purchase, has always been the dream scenario for shoppers. But when you add expired coupons to the mix, things get a little wilder. Many register systems aren't programmed to catch every possible overlap, especially when manufacturer and store coupons are involved. If the system recognizes the barcodes and the products match, the discounts can stack, even if one or more of the coupons is technically out of date. Seasoned couponers know this loophole well. They'll match a still valid store coupon with an expired manufacturer offer, or the other way around, just to see what slips through. Sometimes the system will beep a warning, but more often than not, if both scan clean, the register accepts them and the savings add up. Some shoppers even experiment with stacking digital and paper coupons, capitalizing on system lags or back-end confusion that can make discounts double up. Cashiers are often caught in the middle, unsure if the transaction is truly allowed, but too busy or unsure to challenge a successful scam. Many quietly let it happen, especially if the store's policy isn't crystal clear or if the manager is lenient. The result? Stackable couponing remains a gray area, a last frontier where the boldest shoppers still manage to score deals that seem almost too good to be true. But as tempting as these hacks are, the landscape is always shifting. Policies change, systems get smarter, and what works today could be blocked tomorrow. So, how long can these tricks last? And why do cashiers let so many slide? The answer says a lot about the unspoken code between stores and shoppers, and it's something every deal hunter should understand. The world of couponing in 2025 is more unpredictable than ever. And as you've seen, the rules aren't always as clear-cut as they seem. For every official policy, there's an unofficial exception. For every expired coupon, there's a system loophole or a cashier willing to give you a break. These 8 hacks reveal that behind the register, real people make the rules bend in ways most shoppers never notice. Maybe you've tried one of these tricks yourself, or maybe you're only now realizing just how many discounts you've let slip by. The truth is, today's shopping landscape is shaped as much by hidden routines and human decisions as it is by barcodes and expiration dates. While the line between smart savings and stretching the rules can get blurry, one thing is clear. The game isn't just about timing, but about understanding how the system really works. If you learn something new or have your own stories to share about sneaky coupon wins, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below with your favorite tip, or tell us about a time you scored a discount when you least expected it. Your experiences help everyone in this community shop smarter. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new strategy or behind-the-scenes secret. Your support means everything. It keeps us motivated to dig up the tricks retailers would rather you didn't know. Thanks for watching and being part of this journey. Here's to finding more ways to save, no matter what the fine print says. See you in the next one.